Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to a stream for code. Yay! We're gonna be coding a game library. Oh goodness, am I laggy? Hold on. I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it for now. Yeah, welcome. I've already actually started a lot of this, and that's why you see I have a green cube. That code just comes from a little function I made. We could actually, I'm just going to give you a little showcase of what I've actually done right now. So we can say game.keyboard.getKeys, keys, and we'll just say keys A, and we'll just say, actually let's make an X variable. And when we click A, we'll say X minus equals 1. Or not. That's really odd. Huh. Oh, I see. Oh. There we go. So we have like, you know, some simple commands. We also have, I actually haven't tested something out. Var mouse click equals to game.mouse dot get mouse button down if mouse click 1 was 0. Let's see. Okay. Let's just console.log the mouse click array. Yep, okay, that's working perfectly. So we could say if mouse click 0 and we'll say mouse position if the mouse position, well, let's just make a quick function actually. Function check collisions. We'll take in X, a Y, a width, and a height. Oh, actually, we'll just take in 2 rects. So rect 1, rect 2. We'll just say this will have an X, which is a number, a Y, a width, and a height. This is just a simple thing. Check collisions return. Let's see. There was a we need to check if our mouse is colliding with something. So I do actually, I just searched something up. Okay, yeah. There was this function that I had seen somewhere before. So rect rect1.x plus rect1.width is greater than rect2's x, and rect1's x is lesser than rect2's x plus their width. And then I do believe it's just the same for height, x, or for y. Let's take this, do that. So then we can say, and check collisions, rect1 will be say x10 width, or x and y base 10, width 50, height 50, and color green. So then we can just say, if check collisions, we can take that out here. Check collisions rect, and then we'll just pass in our mouse pos x, or x is our mouse positions x, y is our mouse positions y, and our width and height can just be 3. Then we want to say rect dot x equals to mouse position dot x, and same for y. And now we have like a sort of dragging feature. What? Wait, hold on, I'm so confused. You know what, let's just set the rect, the whole rect, to x. Oh wait. What? Okay, so it won't go back. Why won't it go backwards towards? Huh? Okay, also let's just set this to 500, 500. Just so that we have like a... Okay, this is genuinely confusing me. That should be working. I don't exactly know why, actually. That's so odd. Why is that not working? I have no clue, but I think we're just gonna... I do want to move on, but I also want to get this fixed. Why isn't this working? So the okay, you know what? No. We're gonna forget about this, and we're just going to ignore the input class for now. Mouse is fine. Keyboard is fine. Game. Yeah, game is fine, I'd say. We may want to export the rect class as well. So we'll just import that. We need to, yeah, I think if we just go here, yeah, export default, rect. Okay, that's working. I'm just gonna full screen for now so we can get this implemented into our renderer. And then we can say or rect. So we'll see if ops dot. So if options. Okay, no. So it won't have a color, obviously. So it's not gonna give a color attribute, but this code should all just be working the same regardless. Let's set this to a much more friendly color, like blue. Not doing that because it's my favorite color. Shush. Okay, let's see. What other things should we add? Should we add, like, let's see, let's add a line. We'll say fill. Okay, so we got fill rect and come to think of it, they don't have many. Okay, let's just do an image then. Canvas image source. So we're going to make a GFX class or folder and then say image loader JS, and now this is when it gets a little bit more tricky because we're trying to get images off of a computer instead of having like a URL that we can just get. So I'm actually going to Google this because I'm not too sure how to get an image from image in JavaScript. Or how to render an image on canvas. Okay, so we'll just say get or load. We're gonna take in a source. We're gonna go ahead and we'll say image equals to a new image. Then we'll say image dot source equal to the source, and then we'll return the image. Now we're gonna need to make this a static. We'll make the string load an image off of your computer. Off of your machine, I guess. And then we'll just say that returns an image. Because it does. And we'll say that this is a static method. So we'll add the static keyword here. So we'll just say when we render an image, we're going to take in an image and some optional parameters. So we'll see. Let's just add some information. The image is going to be the type of an image, and the options are going to be the type of this object or a rect class. So to draw the image, we'll say this dot context dot draw image, and then we'll just draw that same image. Then there's a dx and a dy. Let's just say 0, 0. Are there any more parameters? What's dx and dy? When we draw an image, so we will when we draw the image. Okay, so it's just basically options.x, options.y, options.width, and options.height. Essentially, at least to my knowledge, that is what it is. And we'll just say that we need an x and y, because the height and that will just be set to, so if options dot width, then we'll say, or if not options dot width, this dot or options dot width is going to equal to the image's width. Oh, just hit my mic. I'm sorry. Huh? So image dot, no, just image. What? Okay, then what is this image in here then? It's an HTML image. Okay. HTML image element. Image dot. Okay, there we go. Now we have. Can we say width? Okay, so we can. If not, options dot width. Image dot or options dot width equals to the image's width. Now the same goes for the height. And we'll say draws a image to the screen using the X and Y. You can draw your images to the screen. Okay, I guess it's time for us to try this now. So we're just gonna say data, and that's going to have, we're gonna add an image into that data folder. So I'm gonna do this on my other screen. Let's open another one as well. So I'm just quickly, where is, okay, there it is. I also don't know why I put this in my Node.js. This isn't Node.js. Where is it? There it is. Source data. Okay, let's just copy and paste this grass texture here. Okay, now inside of game, all GFX classes image loader as image. Or actually, you know, we'll pass in the image loader anyway. And we're gonna make sure that we have exported this. And then we can import it. And in here we'll just say image equals to a new image loader, which actually won't work, will it? You know what, let's not make this a static method, we'll just make it we won't make this static. Just so that we can use it in this context. So image loader, yes. Here we go. And now in here we can say instead of all of this and this check collisions, we'll actually make that into something later. So in this update function, we'll create an image. Or actually, no, that's what we use the image loader for. What am I doing? We'll go ahead and we'll say this. No, not this. Game dot image dot load, and we'll say data grass dot png. So then we can say image, and we can say image dot, like, hold on, image loader, HTML image element, okay, there we go. Now we can, or should be able to, yep, no we can. We're gonna go ahead and we'll say game.render.image, just image, and we'll say our x is gonna be 10, our y is gonna be 10, and yeah. So now, oh, that's not good. We must have an error. Yeah, we do. Love errors, don't we? Failed to load the resource, the. Like it's rect 1. Huh? Did we, like, forget to import rect? No, we have rect imported. Rect is exported as a default, yes. Huh? Oh, yes. We need to say .js. Whoops, that wasn't. How smart. Cannot get data oh, shoot. No, don't want script. Oh no, we need to comment that out as well. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Or no, we haven't actually. We put this inside of test. Data into test. Data is where we have all of our images and stuff. And as you can see, we now have a texture drawn to our screen. Now it's perfect for us. I'm gonna get a camera implemented. And now I do want to try and get like a system for when we render everything to our screen, it will offset it automatically. But I know that's gonna have to use like arrays and stuff, and I don't really want to get into that. So I'm just gonna make it like a normal camera class, and that you'd have to manually offset it by the camera, which I probably shouldn't do because this is being made in for beginners in JavaScript, so I shouldn't really actually do that. Anyway, I'll be right back. Just want to go do something. Yeah, don't go anywhere. Not that anyone's watching, but yeah. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, like I was saying, let's just get a quick camera implemented. To do that, sorry, someone came in. I think we should do, we're gonna do camera. I'm copying off Python code right now, so it is my own Python code, just so you know. X, Y, offset X, offset Y. Now we're gonna set these offset variables to 0 by default. And then we'll just set these variables offset X, offset Y, we'll have a center on rect function, and that's going to take in a rect, and we're going to have a move function, which is going to have an X amount and a Y amount, both of them defaulted to 0. So say this dot X plus equals Y or plus equals X amount, and the same for Y, but we're adding the Y amount. Centers the camera on a rect, which we know is X. We know is X, Y, and I guess we can add width and height as well. I mean, it's not really needed, but I guess we can just have it there. We're going to import rect here. And we'll go ahead and we'll say this dot offset X is going to equal to E, or rect dot X, take away this dot canvas dot width divided by 2, which reminds me we're gonna need a, or just like screen size variable. So say screen rect, I guess. Let's just go ahead and do these here. Oh shoot, I messed it up. There we go. And then we'll just have this here as our screen rect parameter. So this dot screen rect is equal to our screen rect. So say this dot screen rect width divided by 2, and then we'll just say plus rect dot width divided by 2. And we're going to do the same thing for the y, the offset y variable. So say height, and then we'll just export the default camera class inside of the did I forget to? Yes, I did. Moves the camera by the amount given, and then we'll say this creates what the camera class is a virtual camera that you, or not a virtual, it is a class you can use to offset your sprites by if they are meant to be off, if they are meant to be off screen. So now inside of our game, we'll go ahead and import camera from GFX camera, which also I don't know why it's in GFX. Anyway, we'll just add the camera into this, and I'm gonna try it out with this. So we'll say const camera equals to a new JSGL dot camera. Now we're gonna need to input our game rect. So let's just go ahead and inside of game, we'll just say get rect, and this is just going to return a rect gets the game's rectangle. So obviously it's just going to return a new rect at 0, 0, and then the width and the height. Not really an important function, but it's just making my life a lot easier. Then we can say let's create a player class. So we'll just go ahead and create a constructor for the x and the y variables, and this is going to extend SJSGL the sprite class, which means we have to call super on that, passing in x, y, and I'll just go 50-50. We'll go ahead and I guess inside of our sprite here, we'll say this dot rect is equal to a new rect this dot x this dot y, this dot width, this, ooh, and the height. Dot .js, and I guess we could just have a function called update rect, which will just, we'll say this dot rect dot reset to this dot x, this dot y, this dot width, this dot height, and we'll just call that an our tick, or our update, sorry, our update method, and we'll have a render method as well. So we'll say update this dot update rect. Gonna have some keyboard inputs. We'll say keys. We'll just make some simple movement. If W Y minus equals 1 or 2, I guess. If keys S, this dot Y plus equals 2. If keys A or A, this dot X minus equals 2. And then we'll do the same thing for D, this dot X plus equals 2. Now nothing's happening because, first of all, we haven't even initialized the player. So we'll just say player equals to a new player. Put you at 1010. And we'll say player.tick, or player.update, sorry, and then player.render. Now this render function is going to go ahead and say game render rect. We'll pass in our rectangle. As you can see, we have movement now. But we can also say game.render.color equal to something like red if we wanted to. And then we can have red in there. But now we'll just say camera.center on rect player.rect, and nothing happened. That's interesting. I do believe that when we, yeah, okay, update rect, so inside of our sprite, we'll actually say we'll have a camera attribute or parameter. Which we'll just set to null. So in our reset update rect, we'll say if camera, then we can reset the rect and minus the camera's offset X and offset Y from this. Otherwise we'll just we won't do that otherwise. Or else, sorry. So inside of here, we can pass in the camera because we actually have a camera. And then we get this weird monstrosity. I don't actually know why that's happening. Probably because we're trying to center on the rect, but the rect's saying no. It's an else sprite, isn't it? If camera does not equal to null, if it does equal to null, then we'll just reset it in the normal way. So why is it like giving us this weird monstrosity? Also, we should probably add a comment. Update the rect position and size. Actually, we can call it update rect in here, yeah. Update rect. Okay, now back to why this isn't working and why this is having a spaz attack. When we're trying to render our rect. This is kind of hard. I don't know why this isn't working, actually. When we try and render our rect... No, that should be working, actually. Now that I think about it. I should put our character at 0, 0 for a sec. Okay. Okay, now if we... I see. So it's having trouble. Let's just go have a look at our camera class again. See, camera offset x is going to equal to rect.x minus our screen width divided by 2, and that height y. Yeah, no, that should be working in theory, actually. How about we try and center it on our player after? No. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. This sort of makes sense, but at the same time it still doesn't really make sense. I am still very proud of my FPS, my little update, or yeah, my update method here. I am going to just say FPS as well, equals to this, or equals to, no, actually we'll say last time. Wait, no, brain. I do want to get like an FPS counter working instead of having like this default FPS thing, which I actually can't really remember how I did. I do have a Java one that I did. Game. Oh, come to think of it, we could actually, instead of calling init, we could just have a... Oh, okay, so I'm gonna rewrite this update method. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna rewrite the update method. I meant this here. We're gonna have a run method instead, which is also gonna be private. I'm sorry. Called when we init the game. So we have our FPS, so we'll say FPS